Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant signs. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Libra, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. With that said, if you, please don't forget, these are general readings. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody, and that is fine. And please don't forget to use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week is the Chariot card. All right, nice. So this is a week of personal victory and success, but it's also a week of getting ahead. Remember the victory card, remember the Chariot card isn't just about victory and success in the worldly sense. Sometimes it's a victory or a conquering of an aspect of self, right? So this week there is advancement on the cards for you, and it does suggest that in some way, shape or form you are getting ahead. And this is, you know, in large part thanks to your own efforts. For your actions and options this week, you get the Ace of Wands. So you're all about action, you're all about passion, you're all about desire, pushing yourself forward, using the spark of inspiration. It does look like this week you could be having a really good idea, or some of you are finally getting started on a plan that you've been working on for some time. I really like this. If those are, there could be as well for some of you, if you are planning a move, if you're planning a trip, this week it looks like you're going ahead with it. Like something is back on the cards. You're all full steam ahead, I think it is the words that I'm looking for. Like there's a sense here that this week something is driving forward, and with that Ace of Wands, this is going to see you in all of your creative power. Use this to your advantage, and if you can, document what you're doing so that you can look back on this time. The reason I say that is I feel like whatever you're doing at the moment is going to be really relevant for you at a later date. For your communications and conversations, you've got the 10 of Cups. So for those of you that are looking for new homes, looking to move, looking to settle in a new space, I really like this for you. It does suggest that you have found the place for you. Maybe you found the forever home, maybe you found the forever area. Now, 10 of Cups is material security and success as well, but it's also abundant wishes, right, or wish fulfillment. Now, because this is in your communications and conversations, it's not necessarily what you know this week. It's going to be all about who you know. Who are the people in your network? Who are the people in your, you know, not just your network of family and friends, but in their networks as well. Like everything that you're trying to do or everything that you're needing to do at the moment, there is someone in your midst that can help you. Speak to your people, speak to your friends, speak to your loved ones, because this week it might just be one of them that turns around and says, oh yeah, you're trying to do this. I know somebody that works in ... Like there's a sense that this week it's going to be your people, and from like in-house that the support really comes. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, this is a really good time to look at maybe not building a team with your colleagues, because you're already in a team in a sense, but this would be a really good week to nourish and nurture the connections that you already have in the workplace. This would be a really good time because it looks like there's some good news coming to you in terms of being an employee, which is wonderful. And if you can find a way to distribute that, like if you get praised for a job well done and you know there were people that helped you to get that, speak on that, like big those people up, because you're going to be building a much greater sense of support, community, etc. for, you know, for when things come good. Now, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is lovely, right? This is good news that comes to the home that supports the business. This is good news that comes into you that supports what it is that you do. Maybe this is your employees reach new sales targets. Maybe your I don't know, maybe you find a new client, and again, Don't think that this just applies to what I was saying to you earlier about people helping you. Think about this in terms of business. Speak to your friends, speak to your loved ones, speak to your friends of friends, because in that network you could find a whole untapped resource or a whole strata of clients that you haven't even thought of serving as yet. Think outside the box this week. It's going to be important. And then finally, when it comes to your those of you that are retired or no longer working, this is lovely. This is you truly getting to sit back, kick back, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. This is taking time out and enjoying that time out. This is having everything that you need already at your disposal. This is the moment where you sit back and go, yeah, life is okay. All right, for your money and materials. All right, so you've got the Nine of Swords. We can't have it all, right? The fact that this falls kind of opposite the Ten of Cups though, and underneath the Ace of Wands, I think this is just you maybe being that sort of pragmatic soul that you tend to be. You know, I think this is more you like, well, I can't see a certain number in my bank account and that means I'm broke, I'm going to be destitute. Like, come on, stop being a drama queen, Libra. You know I love you. But yeah, like, don't convince yourself that the sky is falling in, because it really isn't. I feel like you're actually in a good place, and maybe you haven't, you know, maybe you don't have the exact number in your bank account that you would like to see, but that doesn't mean that you don't have all of the what's the word that I'm looking for? It doesn't mean that you don't have all of the it doesn't mean that you don't have anything at your everything at your disposal that you need in order to make what you'd like to happen. Sorry, I had a complete mind blank for a second there. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your hands, your arms, and your fingers. Look after those this week, especially if you're rushing around, and it looks like some of you will be. There's lots going on behind the scenes with you guys, so I'm intrigued. And then finally, when it comes to your home and environment, I don't know why, but I get the sense for those of you that are moving, and this is a message specifically for you guys that are moving, just double check your inventory. It looks like you may, and I touch wood on this, I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like you've left something behind, or you may end up leaving something behind because you're rushed off your feet. Take your time with what you're doing. For your love and relations, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. If you are meeting someone this week, it's going to be through your work. It's going to be through your duties, through the course of these things. And I mean, if you are meeting someone through your work, this could be very nice, all right? Really, especially with the Ten of Cups, because that suggests that this is somebody that's meant to be in your life, especially at this moment in time. With the Chariot card there, it suggests that no matter what the odds were or may be stacked against you being an item or finally getting it together for some of you, whatever those odds are, you succumb them, right? They succumb to your will. Like you find a way to push forward and through the challenges and finally align with someone, which is great. And then for those of you that are married or in relationships, this is good news for you. This is good news for the partner. Okay, the money looks like it's a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a drag, but don't think that that's an issue. Don't think that that's a problem, because I don't feel like it's going to be. In fact, I feel like that's going to be the driving force for you and your partner to say, okay, well, it's not like this now, but this is where we're going to put, you know, foot to butt, and we're going to make it happen. Like, whatever you lose on this swing, you are definitely going to gain on the roundabout, all right? Or lose on the roundabout, you'll gain on the swing. I'm paraphrasing. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. It looks like you will. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.